Hello everybody, this is the final day of the Derby City Classic. This is the Inside Pool Extreme Press Box. I'm Aaron Setley along with Rachel Abink. Our special guest today is the Irish Invader, Karen Corr. Karen, how are you doing?
Good guys, nice to see you.
How's your tournament been going on?
It's been brilliant, yeah. First time here the Derby City, so I've played in all the events, so learned a lot, so looking forward to next year.
How did you, I heard you did pretty good in the events though.
Pretty consistent, yeah, around 7 in the banks and 1 pocket and around 8 in the 9 ball, so.
Wow, that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
What do you think is your strongest game out of the whole three 1 pocket, 9 ball?
Well, I hadn't really played those games before, so too much. Definitely didn't play banks, and so it was more coming here for learning experience, really. So I was really, delighted to get the results that I did, really. So.
Well, I heard the rumor that you've been playing excellent 1 pocket.
Oh yeah, real excellent. Yeah.
That's awesome. You went quite far, so I mean.
Yeah, round 7.
You beat a lot of tough players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, maybe we could come with a 1 pocket tour for the women.
That'll be a start, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? How many players do you think would show up for that?
Oh, sure. Maybe yourself and myself and a couple others. I mean, we'll be right set, won't we?
Rebuy a few times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I heard, are you the first girl to ever win a men's pro event? Is that correct?
I've won 4 Josh Tour events.
4 Josh Tour events.
Yeah,
or
wow.
whatever.
Yeah, competing
It's
against
amazing.
men, so yeah, over the last few years. So.
Do you like competing with the guys over the women?
Oh,
yeah,
That's good.
definitely. Like, I mean, you're still learning the game, really, and coming from snooker, there's still a lot to be learnt in 9 ball and all the other games. So, like, the only way to improve is to go out there and compete, and then learn from your mistakes and whatever. So,
how long have you been playing 9 ball now?
10 years now I've been in America.
Wow.
Yeah, it's flown by, really. Been good, yeah.
Have you been back to play? Is there 9 ball happening in the UK?
It's starting to get a little bit better in the Euro Tour. It's really strong. There's a lot of players going over there, but I haven't actually travelled over there yet. But
Yeah.
Getting more settled here now. You see.
Where do you live in America?
Philadelphia, northeast Philadelphia. So it's been a good spot for me.
Is there a lot of good players to spar with?
I practice with Julie Kelly, and we're kind of getting ready for the women's tournaments and that. But other than that, no, just more or less the practice is going to the Josh events and then just doing your homework in the week,
Yeah. Well, Jeanette had a few things to say about she wanted to play you and that she felt that she played better than you. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, she's definitely got more experience than me. I'll be catching up with her there, Jeanette's a great player. And
yeah,
solid
she also
player,
said
so
that this year they're starting it with, instead of keeping your points from the previous years, it starts over every year with the point system now or whatever. Do you like that?
That's right, yeah. I think it's going to throw up a lot of different results, really, and really, exciting results. So I think you've got to be more in your game now because, you've got to be much more consistent.
It's not so
and pick
much
up the
based on
points and stuff.
attendance.
Yeah, exactly. So, like last year, I was kind of inconsistent, but I still won 3 events. So I guess that kind of put me back in some way. I don't know, you know what I mean? So I guess.
Yeah, Jeanette was saying that she's got a good shot then of definitely being #1 again, just because it starts all over again. But you and Allison have really ruined things for her over here.
So everybody's gonna be firing this year.
Right. What was your record against Allison Fisher last year?
I think I was ahead. I'm not sure how many times on that, but I had a good year in the results with Allison. Yeah.
Right.
I won the BCA and I beat Allison in the final, and then Oklahoma. So that was good.
Do you change your game at all when you play Allison versus like Jeanette, or is it constantly you just play your own game, or do you change to different opponents?
Well, just try and focus on every shot really the same. You're still going to make the fewest mistakes, you know what I mean? Especially the kind of more costly, playing them or whatever. So it's just you got to pay attention to everything.
Now, would you prefer to play on brand new cloth or dirty cloth?
I like brand new cloth. Yeah, like that really. So.
Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe going back to the snooker days where you kind of have that silky sort of nap or whatever, it's a little bit different, really. The reaction of the balls is different and stuff. So, don't have to power things as much too. The ball kind of floats around a bit, so I don't mind the new cloth.
Have you had a chance to play any snooker recently?
No, been a long while now, really. When I go back home, I try and play a couple of games and that. So.
Right. I'm really curious as to know your high run.
142.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And how many centuries might have you run? over
I
the
don't
years?
know. Don't know really.
Can't count
Yeah,
that high.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's like I said, that's 10 years ago now since competed in snookers.
Do you miss snooker?
Miss it for you know, focusing on your technique and, you know,
Right.
making sure, because the pocket's being a lot smaller and the size of the table, your accuracy is that much, you know, greater. So sometimes you kind of can still make the ball in 9-ball and it creeps in there, you know what I mean?
So you definitely feel it's an
stroke.
advantage from having a snooker background coming over to 9-ball and stuff like that over
Yeah,
here.
your strokes pretty much has to be ingrained pretty straight there, you know, to make the balls and stuff.
Because we noticed a lot of the dominant players all started off playing snooker, kind of, you know, and then come over here with the women and stuff like that.
That's right, yeah. Alison came first in '95 and, you know, I came 3 years later and stuff. So it's definitely stood us in good stead because we weren't, like, learning the game, like, you know, completely new, like, so, you know, you already had that in place. It's a matter of learning the game and the strategy and that, so.
Yes. I think there's quite an advantage playing snooker coming to 9-ball on the new cloth because the spin, you seem to go one rail or roll balls, and that's what snooker players are really, really good at. How much spin, like normally when you're playing snooker, how much spin do you really use in that game?
You really don't use too much spin at all because
Right.
it again comes down to the accuracy. The pocket's been that much smaller that you try and, you know, eliminate things and you don't move the cue ball around.
So
the table
less
as much.
unforced errors, and which is
Trying to-
helping.
Yeah. But you have the balls in such a way that, you know, your position is a lot closer and tighter, so there's less reason where obviously 9-ball you got one ball one end, the other opposite end, so you got to try and work the cue ball a lot different. So yeah.
So what advice would you give amateurs at home that would want to learn how to play 9-ball? What would be the right way for them to go to improve their game?
Well, from my background, working on the technique is a must really for any, you know, young or old, really, to work on the stroke and the technique and then, you know, concentrate on the game strategy of it. So, but you got to learn to deliver the cue straight as possible, you know.
So fundamentals first.
Fundamentals first. Find somebody to be able to watch you or coach you or you know, guide
10
you
years
the
of
right
snooker,
way.
and then you can make a ball playing 9-ball.
There you go.
I also heard like a rumor, like one tournament in Vegas or somewhere where like you won a match or won the tournament and then you ended up jumping into the swimming pool with all your clothes on. Did that really happen?
I've seen
Yeah.
that.
We did.
That was funny.
That's a bit of a tradition, really. It's happened about 4 times, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know. So yeah, last year I did it as well. Yeah.
Now, where did you learn?
I did it in the daytime, so it was a bigger audience that time. That's funny though.
I'm still hearing about that. Now you're an excellent jump shot artist. Being a snooker player, I'm just curious where you learned how to jump so well.
I don't know. I think I'll just get lucky.
I don't
get it.
That's what
I got a
Efren
good
says all the
stick
time.
and
Yeah,
do it.
just
Oh,
get
that's
lucky.
Efren's line.
Yeah,
We
I
can't
just
use
get
that.
lucky.
Line it and fire, and oh wow, it's gone in. Great job.
Aw.
Yeah.
There you go. You have to be lucky to play pool.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
for
name of the
sure.
game.
Right. Thank you so much, Karen, for being here with us. We really do appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule and talking with us and helping the people at home get to know a little bit more about the Irish Invader.
The Irish Invader. Keep beating up on those guys, Karen.
Yeah, and the girls.
And you-
Except for me.
And you owe me a pint later.
A lager.
A lager. Is that a lager?
A lager.
All right, you owe me a lager.
Shandy
Or a
for you.
Guinness.
She's a lightweight, Shandy.
Yeah.
All right,
Sounds
thank
good.
you.
Thanks again, Karen.
And good luck on
Once
the tour.
again, that was Karen Corr and Rachel and Beak, and I'm Aaron Setley. This was the Inside Pool Extreme Press Box, and we'll be back later this evening with the results of the 9-ball tournament.
Awesome. Thank you, Karen.
Cool. Thank
That
you.
was good.
Simona's cloth. Authentic, accurate, always.